Becoming an entrepreneur ain't for everybody. Whether caused by economic times or the seeming low cost of entry, especially for technology-based businesses, it appears that more and more folks are setting out on the entrepreneurial path. And they're coming from every conceivable socio-economic class, gender, age, both young and old, or ethnicity. For many middle managers, cut loose by tough economic times of the last 6 or 7 years, it's been their only choice, with a glut of candidates on the market for far fewer jobs. For some baby boomers, it's become a necessity to offset severe losses in their nest egg, driven by the same economic conditions. But entrepreneurship ain't for everybody. Despite how easy it might be to start a business, one of my favorite phrases in the subject of a previous blog post is because you can doesn't mean you should. Because of technology, particularly the internet, starting a company and becoming an entrepreneur has never been easier. Making your entrepreneurial endeavor a success, however, may never have been harder, with more and more folks attempting it, creating a lot more market noise to climb over. So how do you know if entrepreneurship is for you, and that because of your background or experience, you don't have the odds stacked against you from the outset? It takes some very honest self-evaluation. To help you, here are some critical indicators that could show you might have a real problem succeeding as an entrepreneur. Be honest with yourself. The more of them you can relate to, the more you ought to consider just staying in your current job. You're not much of a self-starter and don't like to work hard. To be an entrepreneur, you have to be able to fly out of bed in the morning and get yourself motivated to create and build your business. Additionally, especially in the early going, you will probably need to be working harder than you ever have in your life just to make things happen. You will need important talents like passion, perseverance, and a strong work ethic to succeed as an entrepreneur. The second critical indicator: you've never managed people or projects. This is a big deal. Many folks who've worked in large corporations have never really had the opportunity to manage anything. They've pretty much been worker bees for most of their career. Now, because you haven't had the opportunity doesn't mean you can't do it, but it does mean you're going to have to learn some fairly challenging tasks, both on the fly and on your own nickel, if you become an entrepreneur. Because to become even moderately successful, you'll need to be able to manage deadlines, deliverables, and people, often simultaneously, to deliver your product or service. The third critical indicator: you're not good at the focus thing. Do you have a lot of started but unfinished projects, either at work or at home? If you do, this is a big red flag. Maybe you have a problem with the focus thing or an inability to complete stuff. Either way, focus is a critical skill that will be absolutely necessary for entrepreneurial success. Without it, potential success will be difficult, if not impossible, to achieve. The fourth critical indicator: you're risk averse. Now, entrepreneurs don't have to be Mississippi gamblers, but there are risks involved. If you don't like to take risks, if that's simply not part of your makeup, and this applies as much to the rest of your life as it does to the financial part of it, entrepreneurship might be something you think twice about. Remember, when you embark on your own startup, you are totally dependent on yourself and the resources you have at hand. You are your own safety net. That paycheck you used to get every 2 weeks will only come to you if you have done the things necessary to generate the revenue to pay it. That's the risk, and you could end up burning through all of your resources without achieving success. The fifth critical indicator: you have a million ideas and plans, but have never executed on any of them. Basically, you're a dreamer. Big ideas are just that, ideas. It not only takes good plans to make ideas happen, but painstaking attention to the detail of execution. Now, I know you've read all about the successful entrepreneurs who were dreamers, who came up with the big idea, like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, and Mark Zuckerberg. But they also had plans they were able to execute on early, and that brought in investors who helped them grow and fulfill their big dreams. The sixth and final critical indicator, you think that becoming an entrepreneur is the road to riches. As we noted in the previous indicator, there are entrepreneurs who hit lottery-like numbers with their success, but they are few and far between. Some entrepreneurs achieve good success with more than a comfortable living. For most, however, it's no road to riches. They struggle through some good years, some not so, but in the main, keep things going and growing. The important thing is they know they are driving the bus, controlling their destiny, providing for their family, and maybe creating something that wasn't there before. And that's mostly what entrepreneurship is about. Controlling your own destiny and creating something that wasn't there before that you can make money at. And above all else, it's not just another job. But when it's all said and done, though, it ain't for everybody. The entrepreneur's Yoda knows these things. He's been there. May success be with you.